Welcome to the Africa Diaspora News Channel family. My name is Lynient Akotonou making this report. So when we talk about making a decision and standing by it, right now we're referring to the folks because they did make a decision. They voted President Donald Trump. They stood by the administration. That was their plan. That was what they wanted. But right now, they cannot take the heat because it's no longer focused on the black people. It's now on them. And they've come to the realization that the fire is going to burn us, so we need to run. So many of them are fleeing the US. Many of them are running for their dear lives because to them, they cannot deal any longer. And by the US citizen, we are talking about the US citizen, not migrants this time around, because all the videos we've been seeing are videos of those who are actually citizens. What did they do? Why are they leaving their countries? What happened? Now, we got the story of a woman that left to Canada and she wasn't allowed because she went there illegally with her children. Let's watch the video, family.
So I just saw this video about a white woman, and it's not really only about this video. I've seen several videos like this. This video started very serious, like, we need to talk about what happened this week. And basically, she wanted to leave the country, right? And so she packed her car with her family and her pets. She said that her partner and her had remote jobs. Her kids are doing remote school. And the pets had like the vaccination stuff. And they get to the Canadian border and the Canadian border denied them, right? They were denied entry even though they had an Airbnb for 3 months, etc., right? And she was saying this thing about like, oh my God, I'm trapped in my country. We cannot leave. It's too late. And the comments were also being like, didn't this happen in The Handmaid's Tale? I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. What you were trying to do was stay undocumented in another country. What you were trying to do was stay undocumented in another.
Now, family, we see that they are leaving the US. You know, in Africa, we vote our leaders. Sometimes we do not even vote them and they find themselves there in Africa. Generally, Africa is plagued with corruption. Our leaders are corrupt. They only think about themselves. They don't care about the people. We know that, right? But you voted these leaders. You voted the Trump administration. Why are they running for? What's the problem? What seems to be the problem? Is Babylon falling? Because we saw videos of not one, not two, not three. One of them keeps giving update of his stay in Canada and how it was welcomed. Canada seems to be the next destination for them because Canada is welcoming, right? We saw videos of them saying they were welcomed by the Canadians. They opened their arms to them, this and that. We've also heard of Canada deporting. Canada over the years seems to be the safest place for Nigerians and Africans in diaspora. But over the years, we've seen that, particularly towards the end of last year and this year, we've seen that they have tightened their borders and are now deporting immigrants to those who got there illegally. But the US is a safe place. It should be a safe haven. Why are they leaving? Now they are leaving to Canada. Now, we also saw the video of this man who said he's leaving because he's scared for his life. The President Donald Trump isn't doing what... Family, let's watch the video.
Well, here we are. It's Friday, and we are just literally minutes away from the border to Canada as we flee the U.S. Who would have thought at age 60 that this would be our day and our plan and our actions? And I know fleeing sounds dramatic and like something from a movie, but it's really true. We just feel so scrutinized and so silenced and so being portrayed as enemies within and being portrayed as domestic terrorists because we're standing up for what we believe in this country and what we believe is being violated and is going into an authoritarian regime, and is in it actually, and has been since he hit the ground running in January, the day he was inaugurated. it's really frightening, and it's really unsettling, and there's just no peace in that. The folks that follow him and voted for him are just being barraged with this indoctrination by this cult of personality to believe through just repeated messaging.
So yeah, family, that's where they are currently. Some of them are running for their lives. And with the recent happenings, ICE crackdown, the unaliving of the white woman, so many feel that the heat, it's closer to them right now. It was focused on the black people before. It was focused on them. Right now, the black people came out to protest while they were sitting in their houses, enjoying the scenery. Right now, it's their turn to go out to protest against the brutality of this ICE agent. And some of them are scared. So they decided to run. The only way to leave is to run, flee for their lives. And they've decided to choose Canada. They've decided to live in Canada. So, what do you have to say about this story, family? Why are they running from the decision they made? President Donald Trump is doing well, isn't he? I mean, you chose him in the first place. Why are you running? Why are you running? And this seems to be a valid question. What do you have to say about this story, family? We know that Africans in diaspora, Nigerians, have been the ones going there. Not just Nigerians, Africans in diaspora, other illegal migrants, and they've been deporting them. But right now, we have the whites going there. Well, it's sad, really, and it's a shame. What do you have to say about this story, family? Comment your thoughts, and do not forget to share, like, subscribe, and turn on your notification button. My name is Lynient Akotonou. Thank you for watching.